BMW M5 Touring. After a two-generation hiatus, BMW is welcoming an M5 estate back to the fold in 2024, previewed by this disguised test mule already seen hammering around the Nürburgring. Expect the Ultimate 5 Series Touring to feature a similar powertrain to the XM, a twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8, allied to an electric motor offering as much as 750 bhp to all four wheels, as well as a modicum of all-electric range. How the M division keeps the weight figure respectable will be fascinating to see, given an XM is on the wrong side of 2.7 tons. Fiat Panda. In other chic European city car reborn as an EV touting affordability and right-sized batteries as big selling points news, there's this. Well, not this. This is the 2019 120 concept car, which promised Fiat a future for what it's traditionally been brilliant at, low-cost, no-frills runarounds. It's expected that design ideas from this concept will be morphed into a new electric crossover which will target the likes of the Dacia Sandero. In other words, a new Panda. No, it won't have the interchangeable batteries and suicide doors of the concept car, but the world is a better place for having small Fiats in it. Ford Mustang GTD, a $235,000 Ford Mustang. World gone mad? Our take is that Ford's engineers know they're approaching the end times of petrol-powered muscle cars, so right now anything goes. Touted as a road-going race car targeting Europe's elite and sharking for a seriously fast Nürburgring lap time, the GTD combines GT3-alike aero with an expected power output north of 800 bhp from the supercharged V8. The gearbox is an 8-speed twin-clutcher mounted at the back to even up weight distribution. It's 100 mm wider and 40 mm lower than a Vegas rental Mustang. You can have magnesium wheels as an option. Muscle car doesn't seem appropriate anymore. This is full-blown roid rage. Gordon Murray, T50's, Niki Lauda. We don't disagree with Professor Gordon Murray about much, but he could really have shaved some Grammys on badging here and just called it the Lauda. Get it? His track-only version of the stunning T50 is named in homage to his great friend and late F1 world champion Niki, but it's also rocking an unsilenced 12,000 RPM Cosworth V12. So it's the T50, turned up until the volume knob comes off in your hand. And that's quite a prospect for the ears and the soul. Prepare yourself for a machine which, at 852 krongs, will weigh 134 kilos less than the T50 road car, develop 75 more horsepower, and produce 1,500 kilos of downforce. Only 25 will be made, they're all sold, and unlike a Ferrari XX car, you can take it home instead of leaving it locked up at the factory. It's a sizable piece of artwork, but look at it this way. Get that fan spinning and you could stick it to the wall with no blue tack in sight. Mercedes EQG. It's the electric G-Wagon, people. And also a weird departure for the Mercedes EQ brand. See, so far, the all-electric line of Mercs have prided themselves on super slippery aero. The EQS looks like a pebble, or a squashed Prius. The EQE looks like a smaller pebble, or an even more squashed Prius. And the SUVs look the same. But the EQG has to look like a G-Wagon, because that's the reason the G-Wagon, or G-Class, strictly, is a phenomenon. It's not the best SUV to drive or be driven in, but it looks like it could win wars. So the EQG will need to be blocky, bluff, and right-angled, not pebbly. Could Mercedes go for a triple or even quad motor setup, or will it just stick with usual dual motors and rely on traction control to deliver the legendary G off-road smarts? All will be revealed early in 2024. Mini Cooper EV. Though the new Mini was revealed all the way back in October 2023, the overlords at BMW are taking a long old time to set it free for test drives. We say BMW. Actually, the new Cooper is a joint venture with China's Great Wall Motor and shares many components beneath the cheery exterior, with the O3 formerly known as the Funky Cat. UK prices begin at $31,915. Yep, the Mini remains a rather expensive small car. But with the Audi A1 not long for this world, smart amidst an identity crisis, and various new European e-Super Minis inbound, Mini is coming out fighting with a multi-model range. The Cooper E delivers 181 bp, the Cooper SE has 250 bp, and we've heard an electric JCW is being mooted as a range topper. Inside, it's much more minimalist than before. And yes, there will be petrol versions if you're not convinced by a plug-in car just yet. Porsche Macan EV. Another German cash cow SUV being reinvented as an EV in 2024 is Porsche's money-printing Macan. The outgoing model was based on the Audi Q5, though you'd never know it to look at, sit in, and, crucially, to drive. The Macan BEV will also share an Audi platform, this time the one that supports the upcoming Cox e-tron. Of course, Audi and Porsche's electric saloons, both also due an update in 2024, already share architecture beneath their svelte four-door shells, but Porsche will be intent on proving it's not slipping into badge engineering and can maintain its reputation for class-leading 4x4 handling and dynamics. Expect evolutionary styling, a screen-festooned cabin, and, hopefully, damping to make a Tesla Model Y weep with shame. Tesla Roadster. Well, we can dream. Teslas never arrive when they're promised to. The Cybertruck has only recently landed with customers having been revealed in 2019 and promised initially to be in full-scale production by 2021. You'll recall that the Model 3 and Model Y also took their sweet time. It was way back in 2017 that Tesla announced a new roofless supercar with 660 miles of range, a 250-meter full top speed, and a price around a tenth that of a Bugatti Chiron. Sales were due to begin in 2020, but have been continually postponed, with boss Elon Musk's most recent comments suggesting 2024 hopefully was his best guess. Keep 'em peeled. Toyota Land Cruiser. The Land Cruiser has had a coolness to it because of its unkillability. Forget the Porsche 911 Dakar or a Range Rover. This is the car you'd want to be in the wilderness, or after a zombie apocalypse. It's just so no nonsense. That's usually meant the styling has been more forgettable than Michael Bay movie dialogue. But for the new-gen car, Toyota's found some blocky retro mojo. It looks chunky, friendly, and tough. Tough combo to pull off that. It's basically a Bernese mountain dog with knobbly tires, and we're very much looking forward to getting it mucky on a big TG adventure. Also, props to Toyota for keeping buttons and switches inside, noting they're easier to find when being jiggled about off-road than a touchscreen submenu. Toyota Supra GRMN. Could it be? Test mules spied at the Nürburgring hint that Toyota is up to something with the Supra. It's been spied fitted with a tall rear spoiler, front aero flicks. Just a track pack perhaps, or something more. As Toyota doesn't have a suitable engine in its stable, it'd stand to reason that a more potent Supra would use a proper BMW M Division engine, such as the twin-turbo S58 motor from the current M2, which develops 453 bp in the baby M car and 503 bp in the M4. The base car benefits hugely from some choice mods, so the idea of Gazoo Racing doing the job in-house is tantalizing, especially judging by the Japan-only GRMN version of the GR Yaris, which is also due for an upgrade early in 2024. Exciting times.